inside the Wausau West Fieldhouse. They're going to pack them to the rafters tonight. We've reached the boys' sectional semifinals. Wausau Newman against Stevens Point Pacelli. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. Dan Ross alongside. This just feels like a game. The seedings aren't going to matter tonight. These are teams that have stacked a lot of success during the regular season, and they're rolling into postseason play, playing some of their best basketball of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams come in with 20-plus wins. They are the 1 and 2 seeds in the bracket. Pacelli had a little bit easier of a road, I think. A couple of CWC North teams, Port Edwards from the south. Newman had to get by Assumption in the second round, and they had to get by Columbus Catholic, a really good team late in the season. Both teams are battle-tested, and you're right, they are playing their best basketball at the right time.
Put a little note next to Newman. Now, Pacelli comes in with a 12-game winning streak, and that's got to be respected this late in the season. Newman has won only their last 5 games, but they were dinged in the regular season by Assumption. Tough loss, and then avenged that loss in postseason. And, of course, you'd rather have one than the other. So Newman comes in, and Newman's got a history of making deep runs. Senior-based team, a team that's been in this kind of environment before. Because I'll tell you, playing in front of a crowd of this size is one of the variables for tonight's game.
Yeah, Newman made it to the sectional semifinal round last year. They got knocked off in Rapids, I think, to Columbus Catholic. They avenged that loss last Saturday night at home against Columbus Catholic. Pacelli and Newman haven't played since the tournament last year in the regional semifinal.
Which is weird. I mean, 2 Catholic schools that kind of have the same profile,
yeah,
similar enrollment, and they're a half hour down from each other, and yet here they are. They meet in this high-stakes game tonight.
Yeah, Newman's done a really good job constructing their schedule this year, including playing some Division II and Division III and Division IV teams late in the season in between some of their conference games to get ready for nights like this.
And let's face it, now that we have the computer or the electronics doing some of the seeding, that's like a black box where you put in all of your stuff and you don't really know what's going to come out on the other end. You certainly help yourself when you play a division or 2 up, because it seems like those games are weighted differently when you put together the postseason rankings.
Yeah, and if nothing else, you have your team playing new teams, different teams, taller, faster, teams that can score the ball, and Newman went on the road to play those teams. So the athletic director did a great job on preparing this team for this moment.
Well, the brackets here, at least in this part of the tournament, have lined up the right way. I mean, we've got a Division I game tonight. I think we've got a number 8 versus a number 12. So there are some times where the bracket just doesn't hold up. Yeah. That's Appleton North is the 12, the team that surprised Marshfield in the first round, which was the best large school in central Wisconsin during the regular season. And then postseason, we say this over and over again. Postseason feels different. This is going to be a huge electric environment tonight. And, the seniors are always an X factor in these games. A loss ends your season, and there's always the possibility that one senior will do something exceptional. Will take this, I'm not done yet, I'm not ready to end my high school career, and those are always special moments, and we see them year after year when we get this deep in state.
Yeah, Newman is a senior-laden team. Pacelli, a lot of sophomores and juniors. There's a lot of talk about the future of Pacelli basketball. The next 2 years is going to be absolutely fantastic for the Cardinals of Pacelli. Newman, all seniors. After we are done with this season, next year the cupboard's a lot more bare. And if for no other reason, for one more time, we get to see Mason Prey of the Cardinals playing Jaden Awe on Pacelli. Both guys can light it up. Don't be surprised if both go for 30 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, look, big games like this, you want to win or lose. You want to go down or move on with the ball in the hands of your best players. And both of these teams, there's no mystery on who the best players are. And you know what? I mean, we may see matchups within the game best on best, which will determine really the outcome tonight.
Absolutely. Jaden Awe is a matchup nightmare for anybody they play, but especially for this Newman Cardinal defense that doesn't have a ton of height. Connor Kroc might go 6'2", 6'3". I don't know what he is in the program tonight. But Jaden Awe is all of 6'7", if not more. and very athletic. There's a good chance that he might dunk 3-4 times tonight.
Yeah, I mean, look, and in a game like this, don't you want the tallest kid? Don't you want the best rebounder? And Pacelli has that. I mean, if we were going to force ourselves to make picks, maybe Newman is a slight favorite, but slight, and you wouldn't pick one team over the other with a great deal of confidence. This is a game that's going to come down to individual plays, turnovers, all the little things that tilt a game one way or the other.
Yeah, and when we're looking at, we talked about how these teams haven't played each other. We try to look at common opponents. We try to look at some sort of comparison. And there's not a lot of common opponents this year. And the one thing I will say is that Pacelli was pushed by assumption early on. Newman was pushed by assumption a couple times this year. But the only team that I think that Pacelli has faced that is on the same level as Newman was St. Mary's Springs about a month and a half ago. Springs won that one in point by 20. Not saying that Newman's 20 points better than Pacelli, but if I had to pick a winner, I think it's probably Newman close, but I know nothing, so.
Well, let's see how it unfolds. We're brought to you tonight by Cornerstone Advisors, Ted Fox, certified financial planner, and the owner of Cornerstone Advisors, a private wealth advisory practice of American Financial Services. Call today, 715-849-3697, 715-849-3697 for a complimentary investment preview. Stop in at 2711 Stewart Avenue in Wausau or online, cornerstoneadvisors-wisconsin.com. Back in a minute with our starting lineups, the national anthem, and we'll tip it off. Newman versus Pacelli next on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back to the Wausau West Fieldhouse where the pregame shoot-around is over. Newman Cardinals will wear their road red with white numerals, powder blue trim. It's Pacelli in the home white, trimmed in black and red tonight. Pacelli's lined up across their foul line. Newman's on their bench as the crowd, and it's an overflow crowd, comes to its feet for the national anthem. What will also make tonight fun is that both of these schools have a lot of alumni that are in the area. Stevens Point and Wausau respectively, and they're filling this place up. Got a guy to our left who has his class of 98, Wausau Newman Letterman's jacket. There is nothing that I still own from the class of 87 at Andrew Ward High School that still fits me.
No kidding. It's sectional Thursday. This is my favorite night of the year.
Winner is off. Winner goes on to play in Rhinelander on Saturday afternoon. Let's meet the starting lineups. Mason Cray, he's the stud for Newman. Thomas Bates, another senior. Connor Kroc. There's Isaac Seidel, followed by Elijah Gustafson. 5 starters, 5 seniors.
Absolutely. I don't think there is going to be a single non-senior seeing the floor if it's a close game.
Yeah, I mean, Wausau Newman invited some freshmen, some JV players to play. I think you want them to soak in the atmosphere, but they're not seeing the court tonight. There's Andrew Van Order for Pacelli. There's Logan Meyer, and again, Pacelli starts 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 2 seniors, so they'll live to fight another day. Camden Shirk is one of those sophomores. Jaden Owie, he'll be easy to identify. He's the tall kid. And Bennett Eckendorf.
I am willing to bet that we're going to see a lot of 1-3-1 out of Newman. I just don't know if they can match up with Jaden Owie inside. But yeah, we'll have to see.
Sponsored tonight by Whitetail Properties. For the best in recreation or hunting properties, call Brian Roush with Whitetail Properties. Share your goals. Brian can tell you how and where to make them a reality. Call 715-213-4468. 715-213-4468. Meet at the center circle. The winner plays in Rhinelander Saturday. Originally scheduled as a night game. That's now a 2 o'clock tip Saturday afternoon. Programming announcement, that game, whoever wins tonight, will be on Zaleski Sports.
You can always tell who they think is going to win the tip based on how you line up. Newman didn't think they were going to win that, but they did.
Tapped back to Newman for the first possession. Prey gets the first look at the basket and scores. Got into the paint, got it to go down. Little too easy. They're going to want to tighten that up.
Man defense this time down.
Right, and you know what? Maybe Newman stays in the man until they find out that they've got this matchup problem. I think this is temporary man till you see if someone can handle Owie or not. Owie gets his first touch. It's contested. And the double team came to him, so he finds the assist, a miss at the rim. Camden Shirk couldn't get that to go down. One and done look. Newman inside. Owie was part of the double team on the low block, so Newman goes back out and resets. A minute in, Newman 2-0.
Newman's Achilles heel has been depth. If they get in foul trouble, this is going to be a very close game, and that's a foul on Owie.
Yeah, first on the big kid. Connor Kroc will go to the line.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You're 6'7". You don't have to go for the ball fake or the shot fake. Stay on your feet, big fella. Connor Kroc, of course, all-state quarterback for the state champion Newman Cardinals, 8-man football.
The Newman football program became electric when they switched to 8-man. What a good change for them.
Yep.
And you know, Newman, all of these schools, smaller schools, the big arm goes around anyone who looks athletic. We need you out for a lot of different sports. 4-0 Newman early. Drive to the basket, cut off along the baseline, and turned over. Jackson Fender gathers in. 3-ball, high, arcing, round and out. Looked good off the hands of Isaac Seidel.
Yeah, he's the best shooter on the team. One of the best shooters in the area.
Owie sets the screen, contested 2, and it's blocked.
2-on-1.
Gustafson got a hand on it. Miss at the rim, no finish for Mason Prey. Prey usually gets that to go down.
Yeah, the pass was late. by the time that Mason got it, he was already underneath the basket.
2 minutes in, Pacelli looking for their first points. Contested 2 off the back rim for Logan Meyer. Back out, 3 ball again from the other side. Good. And Pacelli will take an early timeout. You know what? If it's a regular season game, it's 7-0 and it's early. Maybe you play through it. You don't want to give yourself too deep a hole at this level. You don't want the game decided in the first couple of minutes. Back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Well, it's the team of seniors that's off to the good start. And the team where 4 of their 5 starters are underclassmen is still looking to find its sea legs in the early going.
Yeah, I mean, so far, I'm not sure if Pacelli got off the bus the wrong way. They're not used to the speed, right? And a lot of this is strength of schedule throughout the season. Newman's battle-tested. Conferences are just a little bit different.
That's kind of a tough look in the paint, too. Camden Shirk, round and not down. And so far, I mean, all of the Pacelli shots have been contested. And Newman, quick release off the front rim. Offensive rebound, tapped around, and Jackson Fender's got it. Clean strip, coming back the other way. Mayer to the rim, scores. So points in transition get you off the schneid, right? Right.
Yep, steal, transition basket. Gets the lid off it at least.
Yeah, just in the early going of this game, just the offensive sets look like they've come easier for Newman.
Absolutely.
Contested on the low blocks and good.
Newman's definitely trying to work the side of the court that is opposite Jaden right now.
In traffic, reach in, and a foul. Connor Kroc had the basket down at the other end, going to get called for the reach in here. It's his first.
Yeah, it's interesting that the official that was kind of screened called that. It looked like it was a good call, but generally you would expect the other official to call it.
Howey got a touch, only his second of the night. Back out, 3 in the air, short. Connor Croc's got the rebound again off the Eckendorf miss. Coming back the other way, driving. I think Howey may have gotten a fingertip on that. And maybe a second step there, too. No charge on what kind of looked like a flop. I think I like that as a no call.
Yeah, that's a good call. Nobody has come here to see guys get in foul trouble and foul out. Let the boys play.
Right, and if Howey gets called on kind of a tacky foul for his second, that's already going to affect playing time.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, you want the best on the floor in this situation.
Yep, we have a couple thousand fans here that want to see the best players play. Let them play.
Kind of a contested 3, and down it goes. Isaac Seidel's hit his second 3. 12-2.
Yeah, a lot of teams put size on Isaac Seidel, trying to prevent him from being able to pull up like that. And he gets a couple to go down, and it's a whole totally different game.
Tried to feed Howey inside. Gustafson got a hand on it. And the turnover and the 3 at the other end.
Mason Prey.
Prey's got 5. 15-2. As good a start as Newman could have hoped for. And now the offense a little discombobulated there in the corner.
Yeah, spacing's not great for Pacelli right now.
Mayer on the dribble. Fading back 3, nothing behind the arc for them. Howey. Howey's usually a little bit closer when he pops that, I think, and the range looked like it was off.
Yeah, the offense is rattled. Seidel again for 3.
Step back, full step behind the arc.
Another timeout.
Seidel's got 1, 2, 3 threes and 9 points. 18-2. It's all Newman in the early going. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
I mean, it's still early, but Newman has come out on and Pacelli has come out off in the early stages of this game.
Newman, yep.
You just don't want to find yourself down by 20 or 25. I mean, look at how that played out for the Badgers last night. They got on track in the second half. Too big a hole. And you don't want the story for Pacelli tonight to be too big a hole.
Yeah, Pacelli has to settle down, right? The game is not over by any means. You have a really good player here in Awe.
Awe at the rim scores.
But Newman's dictating pace. They're getting what they want when they want it. And Pacelli is scrapping for everything.
Prey has his dribble. Awe guards him best on best here. Prey gets it back. Prey pops anyway over the 6'7" kid and missed everything. I think it's fair to say that Awe probably affected the shot there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to somehow get that. I mean, it's not going anywhere if it doesn't get past the big wingspan.
Yeah, it's really interesting that Awe is now going to guard one of the better Newman players. I mean, it's smart, but
dribbles, spins, Awe fouled, and it counts. So 2 trips down the floor, ball's in the hands of their best player.
Good take.
Fouls on Elijah Gustafson. Chance for a 3-point play. We're sponsored by Sutton Transport in Weston, your local family-owned trucking company, specializing in next-day LTL delivery and national volume LTL services. Rest assured of getting it to your destination safely and timely. Sutton Transport in Weston, fueled by 40 years of great service with a personal touch. Line drive, free throw does not go. 3 here, round and out. Seidel, who has been hot from behind the arc, misses there. Got a loose ball foul against Newman.
Yeah, and Newman has had a bunch of these fall through. Can't fall in love with it. Stick to the plan. Keep attacking the basket. You are 1 play away from Awe getting his second foul, and that changes the entire complexity of the game if that happens.
Drive, split, in trouble. Kind of caught in Never Never Land when you leave your feet there. Got to be decisive if you're going to the rack or passing, and it's a turnover for Pacelli.
So Newman going big, as big as Newman can go here. 3 of their bigger players. Don't usually see this lineup.
Turned over here, and points at the other end. Logan Meyer.
Quick 6-0 run.
Hey, Pacelli's edging a little bit closer. Turning, Awe blocked. And you know what? Awe battled for that loose ball. He really can't pick up a second foul. He'd head to the bench. 3. Player all the way down the floor, and they find him. Connor Kroc, who now has 6.
Punish the ball on the dribble.
Three. Pacelli's just got nothing to go from the outside. And Newman has been getting a lot from the outside.
12 for Seidel. This is the best that we've seen him shoot in quite a few games. Feeling it.
as close to a home game as Newman can get on a neutral court. They had to walk across the street.
It's the other side of the soccer field.
And there again, I mean, Pacelli now, I believe, is 0 for 8 from behind the arc, so just nothing from the outside. And that's certainly a difference here as we go to the mid-stages of the first half. Tried to feed that down low. It's it's Newman's third turnover. Tough angle underneath. Awe is going to pick up his second foul. Got to be called for the loose ball. He's over the back.
Probably a good call. You know, this is a learning moment for Jaden Awe of just let him have the rebound, right? I mean, he's fighting. You love to see the passion in the fight, but 2 fouls now, and now we're 1 play away from affecting the entire game.
Yeah, Awe in that spot can surrender the rebound and go for the block on the putback. He's got so much. Got to get comfortable with being the biggest, tallest player on the floor.
Yeah. It's definitely a teaching moment.
3 again, short. Kroc put that up. 1 and done trip. Pacelli was within 10 a moment ago. Again, just hard because the offense is so out of sync. Yeah, there's a flop trying to get the third foul. Awe misses. And Seidel is human after all. Comes back out for another 3. 2 misses here. A little bit of contact, no whistle, let him play. Seidel misses, but 3 looks at the rim, no points for Newman. Long 2.
A tough shot.
Right, I mean, and those are the shots that Pacelli has been settling for. That's a tough look. Feet aren't set, you're up in the air. That's probably not where they want Awe shooting from either. And Gustafson gets the rebound for Newman.
Yeah, he's a sneaky good shooter. Seen him hit a bunch from there this year, but yeah, again, you don't have to get them all back at once.
It's another tough look there. Mason Prey. Prey hasn't had touches the last couple of trips down the floor. But again, that time it was Newman that was settling for a tough look. Prey's contested and he's falling backwards there. Clanged it off the side of the rim. Reversing at the rim, tough spot underneath. Brayton Fleiker in the game there, misses. Splitting defenders to the rim. There's Mason Prey. Nice drive to the rack.
Lead back up to 17.
Yeah, and Newman right now just looks like they have more players playing well. If no one knew anything about this game, you said one team starting 5 seniors, you'd say, yeah, that's Newman. Now under 7 in the first half. 3 again. Good. They got to tighten up the defense. Yeah. Seidel's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes.
Yeah, they got to do something different. The problem is that there's not that much size on Pacelli, and you don't want to put Awe on him because then it opens up the entire lane. You can't go zone because you're going to shoot over it.
Running and a roll that was needed for Camden Shirk.
Shirk's a good ball player. That Shirk-Awe connection is going to be really spicy.
Another 3 again, but it's tracked down in the corner by Gustafson. Newman will get another look. Spinning, driving, that's a pretty take.
Long 3, missed again.
Yeah. Pacelli has not hit from behind the arc tonight. Prey, spinning, tough angle, kiss off the glass and in.
Anything they want, anytime they want.
Prey actually has a quiet 9 points.
Newman's putting on a show.
Awe passes off. Down low, and this is another time that Pacelli, when they've had the ball inside, tough spot. They've been under the rim, haven't had good position.
Yeah, and Newman's long. They're lanky a little bit, and yeah, you're right. If you get the ball underneath the rim, you can only do so much with it.
Pacelli's going to have to scramble to get to 20 points by halftime. We're at the 5-minute mark. Contested down low.
That might be on Awe.
Yeah, double team there. It's Awe or Van Order, and boy, Pacelli wants it on Van Order.
Yeah.
I don't think, it is.
Yeah. So I really like that. It looked like Awe is the one that got him, but there's two guys there. Give it to the other guy. I am a huge fan of that. I'm not saying you should protect the star players, but we want to see them play.
Connor Crack misses the first. Yeah, I mean, Pacelli, nothing from the outside. It's only gotten to the free throw line once. Pacelli has, Newman has gotten much better looks at the basket, and it's reflecting in the score for sure.
I called last year's game, and I want to say that was about a 35-point game at halftime. We're not going to get there this time, but it has a similar feel.
Was there a comeback?
No,
there wasn't. Again, contested runner, long, outlet ahead the other way, trying to dunk. And you know what? Injured. Well, popping right back up is Connor Crack. And, he's grabbing his shoulder, grabbing his right side.
So we did a game on Zaleski Sports last year where he hurt his shoulder. It got dislocated. He left. He's leaving right now. He went into the hallway. He slammed his shoulder against the wall, popped it back in, ran out, and demanded to play. He's a tough kid.
Don't worry, Mr. Athletic Trainer. I got this.
Yeah, crazy. Came in and was effective in the second half.
Newman will inbound underneath their own basket. Every team needs to fundraise. Keep it local with Fundraise Local. Learn about how your organization can raise money while keeping money right here in our community. Visit fundraiselocal.com. Shop local, fundraise local, be local.
Seidel, his sixth.
This 26-point lead, I think, is the biggest lead of the night so far. Yeah. So it's going in the wrong direction.
And now that's on Awe, an illegal screen.
Yeah.
He was moving. It's a pretty good call.
Awe's third.
Yeah. I mean, the gym's buzzing a little bit. Some of that buzz is because of how good Newman's looked, but a lot of it is Isaac Seidel's shooting. We might be witnessing something really special.
Awe's got to sit until the second half. You're not going to put him back in with the 3 fouls and risk a fourth before halftime. Double team, loose ball. Newman gets it back.
Sure, put it up again.
And again, Newman's doing more on the boards. They're going to get a third look at the rim this trip down the floor. Talk about Pacelli not going to get 20 in the first half. Newman's got a chance at 50 with the way they're hitting outside. In the lane, basket, and a foul. Mason Prey again. Gets him up to 11 and a free throw coming.
Yeah, a quiet 11 for Mason Prey.
Van Order called for his second, team's fifth.
The Pacelli Cardinals want halftime to come real soon.
It's just hard. I heard one coach say, you don't control makes or misses. I mean, the ball goes in the air, hits the back of the rim, hits the front of the rim, doesn't go down. You got to put yourself in the best position for those shots to go in. Pacelli struggled with that so far. Zachary Jurdy, now a runner to the rim. Birkenau off the front. Yeah, I mean, we don't have the stats to do makes and misses. Pacelli's got to be below 20% in the first half.
Yeah, we don't get paid enough to take care of those stats.
Turnovers, points, and fouls.
Yeah, exactly.
And it seems like, too, in this first half, that every time Newman's been in danger of turning the ball over, they track down the loose ball.
Yeah, just tenacious tonight.
Thomas Bates is in, just got a touch. He's got the red headband. Feeding down low, going to have a block.
Yeah, everything's going Newman's way, right? And ever since the tip, again, Newman's dictated pace. They have dictated the shots to take. They're pushing Pacelli off the arc offensively.
And Pacelli's going to close out the first half with 2 of their starters on the bench in foul trouble. That's Van Order's third. And Pacelli goes into the bonus. Beg your pardon, Newman goes into the bonus on the next foul. Arcing 3, boy, that one looked good off the hands of Isaac Seidel.
Isaac Seidel going to Concordia University next year.
Fading backwards, there's something that goes down.
And Connor Croc's back in the game.
Logan Meyer has 6 of the 12 points for Pacelli. This possession will bring us under 2 minutes in the first half. To the rim, too strong. Connor Croc. Back the other way, a block.
Yep.
Newman fans don't like it, but Thomas Bates' feet weren't set. That's the correct call.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of tried to skip off to the side at the last second. And he was there late anyhow, right? Newman needs to pick the ball up much higher on the floor.
Free throws coming. Camden Shirk gets to the free throw line. We're brought to you by Camping World of Rothschild, just off I-39 with a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Service, repairs, and maintenance to make your next vacation getaway smooth. Treat yourself to memories lasting a lifetime. Visit Camping World in Rothschild. High, arcing, free throw's good.
Generally speaking, sectional semifinal, the best game of the tournament, because usually it's the best 2 teams in each side. It's not often that you approach halftime in a 25-point game.
And both of us, we've seen a lot of high school basketball. You think you know, but you don't really know. We expected
right.
a closer game.
Yeah, for sure.
Back out, 3, Prey takes his turn, and it's good.
They're open shots. The guys are hitting open shots.
Prey bumps his stat sheet up to 15. In the lane, contested high, too strong. A minute to go. Off the Mayer miss, Pacelli quickly fills in. Look at this as a half-court set. Newman, 3, corner, too strong. Foul on the Newman player, Thomas Bates, going to pick up his second.
Yeah, and Newman's shooting the ball well, but again, we don't keep stats. Let's say it's 40% from 3, 45%. They're getting a lot of rebounds on him. In the second half, Pacelli's going to have to make sure that it's one and done every time down. Make him pay for taking 3-pointers.
Inside, 2 straight. It's just that kind of first half. I mean, there's pretty good position, pretty good look. No finish from Camden Shirk. Pacelli's going to hold for a final shot. On a 28-point lead.
We talk off air about it. You know, the CWC South and the Marywood, there's a difference in play, and I think that's a big part of what we're seeing tonight.
Blocked, turned over, there's 5 seconds. There's time here coming down the other end, and Pacelli can't get the finish, gets a tip in. Logan Meyer.
That's a positive going to the locker room.
Right, the score is lopsided. But Pacelli scored their last couple of times down the floor, so maybe that's a little something to build on. It is 42-16. Basketball is brought to you by Stewart Optical at Union Station for all your eye care and eyewear needs, open 5 days a week with amazing monthly specials and instant savings on contact lenses. Most insurance plans are accepted. Schedule your exam today at Stewart Optical. Wausau Newman 42, Stevens Point Pacelli 16, and limited playing time for Pacelli's best player, Jaden Alway, with 3 fouls and 4 points. It's halftime on Zaleski Sports.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
When your son or daughter is on a sports team, then you know fundraising can be a pain. Fundraise Local is your solution. It's a business right here in central Wisconsin that can help your school, club, or city organization raise money for your programs using our local businesses. Fundraise Local is simple, fun, and great for our community with no door-to-door selling or piles of products sitting around your house. If you have an organization that needs a fresh, new way to fundraise, or if you're a business who would be willing to help your local sports team, learn more at fundraiselocal.com. Shop local, fundraise local, be local.
Halftime at Wausau Westfield House. 42-16. Wausau Newman with a big first half. It's Chris Conley and Dan Ross. Take a look at our first half stats. Both teams have turned the ball over only 3 times. Turnovers doesn't really tell the story of this. Newman's just been the better shooting team, and Pacelli has been ice cold from the floor. Nothing from the outside, no threes. Threes are 7 for Newman Catholic. Isaac Seidel has 6 of them. And nothing from the outside for Pacelli. 2 starters in foul trouble. Jaden Alway's got 3 fouls and only 4 points. Andrew Van Order, another starter for Pacelli, also with 3 fouls. Basketball sponsored by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance, taxes, and records, they have you covered. Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Why don't we take a quick timeout? We'll go through the first half individual scoring when we come right back. It's the boys sectional semifinals on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
We're back at the Wausau West Fieldhouse. Newman up big on Pacelli at halftime, 42-16. Chris Conley and Dan Ross leading scorers in the first half. Pacelli's got all their points from only 3 players. Logan Mayer has 4, Camden Shirk has 4, and Jayden Awe has 4. 18 on all threes for Isaac Seidel. That's a nice first half. Mason Prey balances him with 15, a couple of them nice drives to the rim. Connor Kroc has 7. Jackson Fender has 2. All right, Dan, be the coach. What are you saying in the Pacelli locker room? I mean, what they built up in one half, maybe we could take down in the second half, but you got to play better.
Yeah, Pacelli did a good job getting out in transition with live ball turnovers, stolen passes, but more than anything, you try to do the coach talk, right? The game 0-0. Try to do what we do best, right? We didn't do anything good in the first half. Let's start it over. What do we do best? Everything goes through Jayden Awe. He didn't touch the ball much in the first half. Even when he was on the floor, Newman defense really pushed him away from the basket. And if Pacelli's going to have any chance in this one, and if they're going to have just a good half of basketball, it has to be with Van Order and Shirk and Awe. They have to take over this game. They have to exert their will.
I mean, Pacelli comes in on a 12-game winning streak. This first half was not the way they've played up until this point. So it's just tough on such a big stage, big game, that your team is just out of sorts tonight.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of it is they don't see teams like Newman very often, right?
Yeah, I mean, of all the things, you have seen these teams more than I have over the course of the year.
Yeah.
Newman, tougher conference, tougher schedule, and that may be showing in a game like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Pacelli has not played somebody as quick as Newman, who can shoot the ball like Newman can. And Newman has sneaky good size all around. They don't have a 6'7" guy, but they have a bunch of 6'1", 6'2" kids. And the guards of Pacelli are having a real hard time closing in on those shooters coming off screens. Pacelli just has to do a better job on both ends of the floor.
Next game will be for a trip to state. It'll be in Rhinelander Saturday. Again, 2 o'clock start now instead of 7 o'clock, and the winner here will take on either Three Lakes, a number 2 seed, or Gibraltar. If we get a score in that game, we will share it with you.
I have one. Halftime in Suring, Gibraltar leads Three Lakes 31-19, so 12-point lead for Gibraltar.
So an upset may be brewing, and it may be the lower seed in that other sectional semifinal that's going to advance. We're brought to you by Heartland Farms. No one knows potatoes quite like Heartland Farms, with roots in Amherst, now based in Hancock, a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes, currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business. Heartland.farm. That's Heartland.farm. Second half gets underway in 1 minute. We'll be back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Seamless, without holes, faults, or interruption. The shape of transformation. Seamless unites experience with insight. Seamless is CLA. Putting seamless into practice to help you reach unsummited heights. CLA, the seamless experience.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Chris Conley and Dan Ross were at the Wausau West Fieldhouse, and we thank Wausau West. They've been great hosts for a very large crowd. Only half of those in attendance have had a lot to cheer about. Now, Pacelli scored their last 2 possessions to close out the first half. Again, still a pretty steep hill to climb, but they'll get the ball here to start the second half. Back to Aue in the corner along the baseline. Quickly bodied up there. Gustafson, tough defense, tough shot, kind of hanging and goes. Camden Shirk. Yeah, right where they left off.
Seidel's 7th 3 of the night.
Yeah, so Seidel gets to 21 this evening.
Yeah, Concordia University down in Mequon. Got a good one there.
Gustafson. Mayer was the leading scorer. Again, settles for a tough shot, and that's as big a force as you can imagine. Logan got it to go down. First Pacelli player to double digits tonight.
Good looking shot. Did a good job elevating, lots of spin on it.
3 from the other end. Well, that misses everything. How could Isaac be so hot? He's got 7, and then going for his 8th. That was as ugly a look at the basket as Newman has had all night.
Yeah, he was a little bit off the arc there. Just a little bit too happy, maybe.
Sometimes you do get Midas touch. When everything you throw up is going down, why not? Aue inside, low blocks. Left, right, lot of contact. And Gustafson has just picked up his 3rd. First Newman player with a whiff of foul trouble in this game. We are sponsored by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue, Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair and service and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. Schofield Avenue, Weston. Underneath, in traffic, a miss. Kind of a tough twisting shot, now a loose ball foul.
Yeah, just go up strong and you get 2 points there. A lot of players, and it's easier for us up here because we're not down there. But players don't like getting their shots blocked, and when there's no shot blockers, they kind of go up, twist, and just overshoot it sometimes.
Eckendorf picked up the foul. It's his first. Over Aue. Tough look there.
That's another senior.
Right, Owen Sullivan is in. Aue at the other end rolls right off the front lip and no good. That goes down for Aue, what, 19 out of 20 times?
Probably.
Spinning in the lane here, and Prey is short. So both teams cold the last couple of trips down the floor. Mayer gives it up in the corner. Van Order hangs, round and out, no good.
Yeah, tough shot. You saw Newman run him off the three-point line, made him take a 6-foot runner. Just not a shot that they practice a lot.
Owen Sullivan got the rebound. Gave Newman a couple of good minutes in the first half, too. Sullivan's got it here. Back out. Foul line extended. Down it goes. So Seidel does something other than make threes. That's a 2. And got to travel. Newman led by as many as 28 in the first half. Here we are 3 minutes into the second half. The lead's still good, 27.
You can see what Newman's doing. Aue is trying to guard Sullivan top of the key. And when the ball goes out there, Aue has to go out there.
3, corner, good. Jackson Fender. So Fender's another senior.
Yep. Very good shooter.
Aue in traffic, gets to the free throw line. Yeah, Sullivan wasn't a starter, so we're assuming that that's a tough matchup. Height and size, too, and it's a starter against the 6th man.
Yeah, Gustafson's in foul trouble, so Sullivan has to come in.
Aue line drives the free throw and gets it.
Again, always a sophomore. Shirk is a sophomore, I believe. Van Order's a junior, so the future very bright for Pacelli.
Yeah, they've got to think that they could be here again, even though it's not been such a good showing tonight. Prey, short. Rebound to Mayer.
Yeah, I mean, next year is a long ways away, but they have to be the favorites to win the sectional next year, just based on what everybody has coming back.
It's just hard that when you get to the sectional finals, you've already won 3 postseason games. Aue kisses the glass and scores. Jaden's now up to 7 for the night.
Yeah, and that's what he does best. Get to the basket, make easy shots.
Just to finish the thought, when you're this deep into this season, saying, gee, we got a lot coming back for next year seems like kind of a thin consolation. This deep, everyone begins to think, how far can we go? And the end, when you get down to all zeros, just feels empty.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to play well at sectionals, right?
Right, I mean, there are no easy games this deep in.
Right. This is definitely not the first team that Newman's done this to.
Prey hangs, gets a friendly roll. Prey now has 17. At the other end, cut off along the baseline. Went back out to Eckendorf. Foul called here. It's on Newman. Imperial Industries says when you join the team at Imperial Industries, you're joining a family. The leading manufacturer of welded tanks, silos, vacuum tanks, and trucks. Apply today and take advantage of an extensive benefits package, competitive pay, and a family atmosphere. Foul was on Seidel. Van Order with the 3 fouls gets himself into the scorer's column. It's still Newman by 27. There's a lot of time left, but you got to be chipping into the lead. Down low, strong, miss. Up goes Aue. Aue gets it back. A moment of hesitation. 3 from the corner. That's a tough shot. It goes.
Got one to go.
Van Order back-to-back baskets. A 2 and now a 3.
That's the first of the night, I believe.
It is. It's Connor Crocs first. Connor got inside.
Logan Meyer having a good game.
He's the only Pacelli player in double figures. He has 12. 3. Good. Yeah, you know, just when Pacelli looks like something's going, back comes the 3 the other end. Jackson Fender hit twice from behind the arc in the second half now.
Yeah, Pacelli's starting to guard the three-point line, but Fender shot that from 3 feet beyond.
Aue spins, draws the double team, fights through it, scores anyway.
Nice. Such a gifted scorer.
Yeah, I mean, what's he going to be like with he fights through the double team, has a soft enough touch to kiss the glass and get it to go down. That's a really nice take.
Yeah, still growing too.
3 from the corner there, no good. Fender hit the last, not that one. Aue's rebound, down inside, too strong. Loose ball secured.
But it was deflected off Mason, so that's going to go back to Pacelli.
I mean, you just were in senior year.
More experience, probably going to be a 2,000-point scorer for Pacelli.
Fading backwards there, a little too strong. A miss that looked kind of bad. Elijah Gustafson on the putback, his first basket of the night.
Yeah, Fender's going to ask for an assist on that, not a missed shot.
Aue again, back out. Gustafson bodied him up. Gustafson's on the floor with 3 fouls. Again, Pacelli may be comfortable with this lead at this point, that with 3 fouls, keep the kid in. Aue just scored over him.
Yeah, they have Gustafson, Bates, Sullivan, all interchangeable with the same mission, which is just make it as difficult as you can on Jaden.
entry pass, tried to get that to the corner, and off one of the Pacelli players and gathered in. Jackson Fender. 3. Good.
Number 8.
Seidel's got 26.
Yep. Another timeout, Pacelli.
We're sponsored by Crystal Finishing Systems, a family-owned business hiring for their Weston and Mosinee locations. Openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and more. Join the Crystal Finishing team at crystalfinishing.com. Newman maintains their lead back after a quick break on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Stone Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Thank you for helping Abbey Bank become the most highly recommended community bank.
Thank you to all of our customers for helping us be successful.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Thank you for helping us support our communities.
We are grateful for customers like you.
Thank you to all of our customers. We hope to see you soon.
We're in the middle stages of the second half now, so Dan, has Pacelli been playing better? Yeah, I think they have. But they're still down by 28, and they were down by 28 at halftime. So half the time is gone, and Pacelli's made no progress cutting into the lead. Aue travels.
Yeah, I mean, if Pacelli plays this way in the first half, it's a totally different game. It's hard to extrapolate that over the entire game like this, but Marathon or Newman trying to take care of business, maybe rest players the last couple minutes of this one.
Yeah, I mean, you only get 1 day in the gym before you got to play again on Saturday.
Yeah, and it's like Pacelli goes 1-2-2 out of the timeout. Maybe 2-3.
And looking to trap in the corner, too. Aue came over, so they fling to the other side. That's a 3.
That is a freshman, or I think it's a freshman. I think that's a Piffner.
Yeah, that's Lucas Piffner, Jackson's younger brother. Aue reach-in foul, not clean on the takeaway.
There was a Piffner here last year. He was a senior last year on the team. I don't want to guess if it's a younger brother, but good chance. Good chance that there's a relation there. Piffner, not exactly a common last name.
Thomas Bates called for his third non-shooting. Spinning backwards, tough look, a miss from Meyer. 3 fading backwards, that's a tough one too, and doesn't go for Meyer either. Meyer gets it back again. There's going to be a fourth look at the rim, straight on 3, no good. All night, just nothing's been going down for Pacelli behind the arc. They have only 1 3. So back to Aue. Spins, partially blocked.
Yeah, he was hit pretty hard.
At a late whistle, Yep.
In Marshfield, we have a game. Marathon leads Auburndale by 3 with 6 minutes left. That's a good one.
Marathon's been good all season.
Gibraltar up by 20 over Three Lakes. So good chance that we're going to have a Newman-Gibraltar game. And if that's the case, it might not be at Rhinelander. Gibraltar way up Door County. Generally, when that happens, the WIAA tries to change the site.
Find something in the middle.
More in the middle, at least, yeah.
2 line drive free throws for Aue, 13. Pacelli's leading scorer, which you say often about Aue. 8 minutes to go.
Gibraltar is probably an hour at least to Green Bay and an hour and a half more here, and another hour almost to Rhinelander. That's a long trip.
Driving in, contested, a miss. Prey tried to get that over Aue, couldn't get it to go down. So maybe tomorrow the phone will ring for one of the Fox Valley schools. Who knows? Gonna have a chance for a three-point play down at the other end.
Yeah, I heard rumors of maybe Bowler. They have hosted sectional finals before. Not a huge gym. It's a loud gym. So maybe something along those lines. It's really hard to say because a lot of schools don't want to host. So still got to finish this one though.
Van Order's got his 7th point, all in the second half. Foul is on Lucas Piffner the younger, the freshman. And Van Order completes the three-point play. Fleet Farm says head to Fleet Farm and get big savings on Milwaukee tools, a big selection of tool kits, tool storage options, and save up to $200. Everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. To the rim, that should be a goaltend.
I can't believe they didn't call that.
Not called. Looked to me like it was going down. And free throws are coming up at the other end. Fundraise Local says it's playoff time. Every day is playoff season for the Child Life and Expressive Therapies team at Marshfield Children's Hospital. It's Child Life Month. Fundraise Local would like to thank the team for all they do. Support Marshfield Children's Hospital's Child Life team. Fundraise at local.com today. Shop local, fundraise local, be local. Gustafson has just picked up his 5th foul. 2 points, a couple of big rebounds, has been doing some of the work guarding Aue. That's why the fouls have piled up.
Over in Marshfield, Auburndale, I think that's probably their first lead of the game.
Camden Shirk has one more here. Got it. Pacelli down by 25. This possession takes us under 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, this thing's been between 25 and 28 for a lot of the second half.
Prey, high arcing, tried to get that over Aue. No. And then Aue is bumped while securing the rebound. Newman's over the limit.
Yeah, it's 9-1 in fouls. Which I'm sure Coach Wallvogel is yelling at the officials about, but it's 9-1 because Newman's fouling more.
Basketball tonight is brought to you by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, businesses since 1875. Visit Mutual of Wausau to find an agent near you. Before the free throws, a timeout on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
As we've mentioned during this broadcast, in the other sectional, Gibraltar's about to upset a number 2 seed 3 Lakes. Sectional final is scheduled for Rhinelander, but check our ZaleskiSports.com website. If the location changes to somewhere more in the middle, we'll have it posted there. That game will be on Zaleski Sports.
Yeah, it's an upset in seed, but Gibraltar is a really good team playing in a really, really tough Packerland conference that's featuring D3, D4 schools. So poor seed based on record and all that, but they were probably a favorite in every game they played in tournaments so far.
Front end of the 1-1 is good. One more coming for Aue. And sometimes, too, in the more balanced conferences, the teams put losses on each other. So it makes the record at the end of the season a little deceptive.
Yep, and Gibraltar made state last year with maybe a losing record, just about a 500 record last year. So they are no strangers to the moment.
Connor Kroc kind of walked off the floor a little bit awkward after securing the rebound. He's got the ball now, looks okay. Baseline, driving in, points for Thomas Bates, who gets himself into the scorer's column. I mean, the points have come easier for Pacelli in the second half. They just have not been able to cut into the lead. Awe finds Van Order for points.
Yeah, that's good offense. Awe draws a crowd, able to get underneath the basket, create some space, find the cutter for the layup.
I mean, Awe's going to have a lot of games where he's good for 20, 25 points. You'd also like to see him have 3-4 assists each night. He's going to draw the double team. Someone slides to the low blocks, frees up on the weak side. Awe's got to be looking for that.
Yeah, for those that have watched Awe all season,
teammates love that.
Yep.
And when you're averaging those assists, remember, those could be points. You're helping other guys. 3. Good
That's
again.
His 9 threes for Isaac Seidel.
Had nothing but threes in the first half. Runner here, put back no good. Ball's loose. Pacelli's can't get it. Owen Sullivan comes away with the ball.
This might be going back to him.
Prey gets an assist down low. Connor Kroc scores over Awe.
Seidel really wanted it. He wants 10. Why not?
5 minutes to go in this one.
Tell your grandkids about the sectional game where you hit 10 threes.
Awe scores.
Yeah, I mean, Awe's scoring at will.
Up to 16. Just Pacelli, it doesn't seem like they're in any danger right now. The clock will be friendly too as we come down the stretch of this one. Right, and Pacelli senses this, kind of pulls the ball back. I mean, they're still running offense, but they'll have to settle for something tough. Prey drives in and is fouled. He'll get to the free throw line. We are sponsored by Express Employment Professionals, locations in Stevens Point, Walsall, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save time, find your next employer online at expresspros.com. Awe's just picked up his 4th. I don't know how this finishes, but I want to see more of Awe. I don't want him to foul out.
Absolutely.
And of course, he'll stay on the floor here. Prey gets both of his free throws, 3 for 3 at the line tonight and 19 points. Awe inside, back out, 3 from the wing, off the glass and in for Brock Birkenau. I don't think that Brock called glass.
Yeah, the whole end of the bench over there is kind of laughing about it.
You can usually tell there's that Cheshire Cat smile as you come back down the court the other way. Both teams have a big student section. There's going to be a celebration for the Newman faithful when this goes final.
Again, the Newman boys have never made it to the state tournament.
And you know, they're all seniors. I mean, why not this year? And if not this year, then maybe not, right?
Yeah, when I was coaching over at Newman Catholic a couple of years ago, I was before this senior class was in high school, and we heard even then that the 8th graders were really special for the boys.
That's great that the youth program was loaded.
Yep. And then the freshman year, a lot of them played a lot of big minutes that year, and Newman was a lot better.
This state sectional final game is brought to you by Foundation Finance. Here's a chance to work with a company that understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012, and they have great full-time and part-time positions. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits start from day one. Online, foundationfinance.com. Culligan Water brings us the sectional final coverage on Zaleski Sports. Get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month. For the first 3 months, visit Culligan Water. CulliganH2O.com. Travel, turned over. That is only the 5th turnover for Newman today. So, part of the magic sauce tonight, ball security.
Yeah, and hot three-point shooting doesn't hurt.
Driving in, scoring. Shirk.
I think we're about to see a whole lot of new Newman faces coming in here the last 2 minutes.
Again, Newman brought up some of their JV players, so give them a little taste of this for sure. And boy, you sure don't want injury when you've got more basketball ahead in 48 hours.
Maybe less if it's 2 o'clock.
Prey hangs, scores, and will get to the free throw line to try and complete a three-point play. Mason Prey's up to 21. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. So it is Pacelli that puts up the white flag, new players coming in, and Newman puts in their reserves as well. Prey is probably going to go out too on the next trip down the floor after this free throw. And he got it. So the outcome here is no longer in doubt with 2 minutes to go. In the lane, Peyton Fleece off the bench scores. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best with locations in Edgar, Medford, Colby, Wausau, Stevens Point, and Merrill. Online at nicolaybank.com. Driving, points.
31 for Isaac Seidel.
So I guess Isaac wanted to get over the 30-point mark, and now a whistle. And I believe Isaac's night is done.
Yeah.
88 seconds left in this one. We'll step away for a final break on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
While we were away off the break, Joseph Birch Jr. hit a 3 for Pacelli. A minute to go, and all that's left to determine is the final score. Newman advances. Pacelli will see their season come to an end. It is only Pacelli's 4th loss of the year.
24-4, what a season.
I mean, right, overall, it's a really nice body of work. 3 from the wing, high arcing. Logan Martin misses everything. Offensive rebound. 35 seconds left, and there's a 3. So Peyton Fleece.
Quick timeout by Pacelli to get more subs in.
Stone Innovations brings you tonight's basketball game. Get a brand new kitchen in just 1 week. Countertops, backsplash, flooring, cabinets, everything else you need for your kitchen. Stone Innovations takes care of it all. Fabrication, design, installation. For your next kitchen or bathroom, look to Stone Innovations in Plover.
Newman was impressive tonight. There's no doubt about that, and this is well earned.
5 seconds from final horn. That'll do it. Newman got on top of Pacelli early, and Pacelli never recovered. 79-58 is the final score tonight. Congratulations to Stevens Point Pacelli. 24-4 is a fine season. Brock Birkenau is their senior, and Bennett Eckendorf, 2 seniors who see their high school basketball careers coming to a close. Wausau Newman starts 5 seniors and has an experienced bench too. Again, the story of this game was told early on. Newman settled into their offense much earlier than Pacelli did. The first half just felt like they were pushing a big boulder up a steep hill, and Pacelli played better in the second half. The hole was too deep. Let's thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes, Merrill Iron and Steel, and Jamie Schley, American Family Insurance. It's going to be Newman and Gibraltar, and Dan, as you said, Gibraltar's got some experience at state that can't be counted out when you get this deep down into the state playoffs.
Yeah, and Gibraltar goes 6-7, 6-4, 6-1, 6-1. Let's throw it down to the court.
Welcome back, everybody, here at Wausau West with Coach Waldvogel and Isaac Seidel. First, I'll start with you, Isaac. Ton of three-point shots out there tonight. You were connecting on everything. Was that part of the game plan, or you just see stuff out there and make it happen? What was up with that?
Yeah, all week we knew it was going to be an up and down game, lots of transition. So all week Coach had us working on running out, throwing it ahead, and hitting that open three. And tonight I happened to be the guy that received the pass, and luckily I was able to knock down some shots.
And now, Coach, you guys are one game away from playing in your first ever state championship or the state tournament. Is that a little bit of pressure for you guys? How do you guys view that going into a really big game against Gibraltar on Saturday?
First off, I want to say hello to my son Alex in Honolulu, Hawaii, who watched the game. As far as the game on Saturday, we're going to be ready to play. Obviously, we can play a lot of different paces, and we're going over to, whether it's at Rylander or Seymour. My understanding, the game could be at Seymour, and we're going over there to shoot and play a good game of basketball.
For sure, and that you will. And then we'll end with you, Isaac. One last question. How good does it feel now to win this game and be playing in the sectional final?
Yeah, no, that's big time. Throughout my career, I've never made it past this game, so looking for a new taste. Hope we can go get a win and advance to state.
Awesome. Good luck to you guys. What we're going to do is I'll put you in the house. So you look up there and kind of like straight up on that yellow line. All
right. I'm Isaac Seidel, and I'm in the house.
Congrats, Isaac.
Congratulations, Isaac, because Isaac was killing it from behind the arc. 9 threes tonight. 7 of them came in the first half. And 31 points unofficially for Isaac Seidel. Which again, you know, the games get precious and you get bragging rights as you tell your younger brothers and sisters, tell your kids later on. Our post-game coverage in the state sectional semifinal is brought to you by Nasonville Dairy. The Nasonville Dairy post-game show features fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your curds at Nasonville Dairy, Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. Why don't we hear from our sponsor, Nasonville Dairy? We'll total up and give you the final stats, as our final score tonight is Wausau Newman 79, Stevens Point Pacelli 58. Back in a moment, post-game coverage on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. All right, we have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
We're wrapping up our sectional semifinal coverage tonight on Zaleski Sports. Chris Conley along with Dan Ross. Wausau Newman 79, Stevens Point Pacelli 58. It's a 21-point win for Newman. They led by as many as 31. Here's the scoring. Isaac Seidel, 31 points, 9 threes. In fact, threes tonight were 13-4, one of the big imbalances. Senior Mason Prey had 19, 11 for Connor Kroc, 8 for Jackson Fender, 3 for Lucas Piffner, and 2 for Thomas Bates. The big sophomore, Jayden Awe, was in foul trouble in the first half that kind of shaped his playing time. He finished with 16. 12 of them came in the second half. 12 for Logan Mayer. 10 for Andrew Van Order. So all three, and Camden Shirk had 9. So the top 4 scorers for Pacelli are all underclassmen and all come back next year. Peyton Fleece had 5 off the bench late and 3 points each for Brock Birkenot, one of the seniors who ends his basketball career tonight, and Joseph Birch also hit a late 3. Wausau Newman improves to 24-4 for the season and will play Gibraltar at a site to be announced tomorrow. And Stevens Point Pacelli with the quiet bus ride home about a half hour from now. They also finish 24-4 on the season. So congratulations to Pacelli on a really good boys basketball campaign that comes to an end tonight. And best wishes for Wausau Newman, who will play in the state sectional finals for a bid to the state tournament in Madison on Saturday, and that game will be on Zaleski Sports. Dan and I will be glad to bring it to you. So wrapping up our coverage for our Zaleski Sports team tonight, I'm Chris Conley for Dan Ross. Thank you for joining us, and good night, everybody.